Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel Be a Topper. Today we are going to learn the chapter Integers, chapter 6 of NCERT book for class 6 mathematics. In this video, I am giving an introduction to all the topics with the necessary examples. More questions will be discussed in the coming videos. Okay, these are the topics we are going to learn. The first topic is what are integers, then significance of negative numbers, representation of integers in number line, addition rule, subtraction by additive inverse method, addition and subtraction using number line. Okay, let's start with the first slide. That's what are integers. You have already learned in the previous class what are natural numbers and the previous chapter whole numbers. Okay, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are usually the counting numbers. Counting numbers means we are using to count something. It is always starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Right? We never start counting from 0. Okay, that's why the name natural numbers. Then what about whole numbers? If we are adding a 0 along with the natural numbers, it becomes whole numbers. This is all discussed in chapter 2. That is whole numbers comprises of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay, then here the topic we are going to learn is integers. Then what is the difference between integers with the whole numbers and natural numbers? Actually, integers are the superset of natural numbers and whole numbers, meaning integers consist of the whole numbers, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Along with that, there are negative numbers, that is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, etc. That means integers consist of positive numbers, negative numbers and 0. And these positive numbers are known as positive integers and these negative numbers are known as negative integers. Okay, and 0 is neither positive nor negative. Then one more thing is that in these integers there won't be any fractions like 1 by 2, 1 by 1.5, etc. Okay, then what is the significance of negative numbers? Over we are using negative numbers. That means at what context we are using negative numbers. Here I am giving 3 examples. The height or depth of a place. How we are using negative numbers here? Because not to find or not to say the height of a place, we are using a reference level. That reference level is known as sea level. Okay, if we want to know the height of the Himalayas or the Everest, then we are telling the number as positive. Then what about the depth of a Mariana Trench, which is under the sea level? That is represented by negative. Okay, so here we are using a reference level, that is, this is the sea level. On the top of the sea level, we are using positive, and below the sea level, we are representing it as negative. Okay, next one is temperature. You may know that in Siachen glaciers, which is on the Himalayas, usually the temperature is below, say, minus 10 degrees centigrade. Or sometimes it is minus 5 degrees centigrade. Sometimes it is minus 15 degrees centigrade, etc. That means the temperature is below 0 degree. And we know that 0 degrees Celsius is the reference. And sometimes the temperature on Thar Desert, where the temperature may be plus 35 degrees centigrade or plus 40 degrees centigrade, etc. Okay, so to represent the temperature at some places, we need to represent it as positive integers or negative integers. Okay, next example is earnings and spendings. That means the income is usually represented by positive and the spendings is usually represented as negative. Similarly, we have profit and loss. Profit is represented by positive and loss is usually represented by negative. Then what about the deposit and withdrawal? Deposit is represented by positive and withdrawal is represented by negative. Similarly, these are some places where we are using negative numbers. Okay, next topic is the representation of integers on number line. Okay, you have already learned how to represent the whole numbers on number line. Whole numbers comprises of only 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. That means from this part you have already represented a number line. Okay, And in integers, for the numbers consist of negative integers and positive integers along with the 0. So we are representing the negative integers to the left of 0. Okay, so positive integers, then 0, then negative integers. This is the representation of numbers in number line. In order to represent, say, -6 in a number line, what I have to do is, this is the point I am marking on the number line. Similarly, you have already learned the whole numbers. To represent the number 6 on number line, you are using this point. Okay, to represent -6, this is the point. Then to represent, say, -2, this is the point. Okay, then 2, this is the point. Okay, this is the way we are representing the numbers on number line. Then what is the peculiarities of numbers or positive and negative integers? Here it is written as every positive integer is larger than every negative integer. That means in this number line, the value of the number increases as we are moving forward. Okay, so every positive integer is larger than every negative integer. So we have, say, -7 and 2. Okay, we have two numbers, -7 and 2, which is greater or which is a larger number. It's 2 is larger than -7. Okay, we are not taking, if you are not taking the sign, then actually we know that 7 is larger than 2. But if you are putting a negative sign, we know that 2 is larger than -7. Okay, so every positive integer is larger than every negative integer. And we know that 0 is less than every positive integer, because when we are looking at the number line, we already said that the value of the number or the number will be increases in the forwarding direction. Okay, in this direction. So 0 is less than positive integers. 0 is less than this positive integers. So 0 is less than every positive integer. Then what about negative integers? 0 is larger than every negative integers. Okay, 0 is larger than every negative integers. Then all the positive integers are larger than negative integers. 0 is greater than all the negative integers. Then as we are moving further from the 0 towards positive direction, the value increases. If you are moving to the left, then the value decreases. Okay, next topic is addition rule. That means if there are numbers with positive signs, negative signs, maybe both numbers are positive, both numbers are negative, then one number is positive and the other number is negative. Okay, there are different possibilities. So here the first rule 1 is both numbers are positive. Then how we can add? This is the usual addition, because both numbers are positive. Then simply add the numbers and the answer is also positive. That is +5 plus +2 equal to +7. And we are using this positive sign and negative signs only in integers. Usually if you are adding two numbers, both are positive, we are simply writing 5 plus 2 equal to 7. Okay, here but we are using both negative and positive integers, so that's why the representation positive, the sign along with the number. Okay, so +5 plus +2 is equal to +7, and +1 plus +8 is equal to +9. In the next slide, this is the rule 2. Both numbers are negative, what will happen? Okay, this is also very simple. We simply add the digits 5 and 2. It is 7. Then simply put the negative sign also. Okay, then what about the next example? -1 plus -8 is equal to, we add the two numbers 8 and 1. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9 and put the negative sign. Okay, so if both numbers are negative, simply add the numbers and put the negative sign. Okay, this is the case where one number is positive and another number is negative. Then what will we do? Here, actually what we are doing is simply subtract the number. That means subtract the lesser number from the greater number and put the sign of the greater number. Okay, that's all. Okay, here is one example. Plus 5 plus minus 2 equal to, it is plus 3. Why? Take the difference 5 and 2. What is the difference between 5 and 2? 5 minus 2, it is 3. Then what is the sign of the greater number? It is the sign of 5, that is plus. That's why the result is plus 3. Then this is the next example. Here plus 1 plus minus 8 equal to minus 7. What we are doing here? Simply take the difference. 8 is larger number, so 8 minus 1 is equal to 7. Then what is the sign of 8? It is minus. So the answer is minus. The next example is minus 5 plus 2 equal to minus 5 plus 2 equal to minus 3. Why it is minus 3? We simply take the difference 5 and 2. 5 minus 2, it is 3. What is the sign of the larger number? It is minus. So the answer is minus. Then here minus 1 plus 8 is equal to plus 7. Why? The difference between 8 and minus 1. It is 8 and 1. 8 and 1 is 7, not minus 1. Simply take the difference between 8 and 1, that is 7. And what is the sign of the greater number? It is plus. So, plus 7. Okay, this is all about the addition rule using one number positive and another number is negative. We are summarizing this rule. When we have same sign, whether it is positive or negative, add the two numbers and put the same sign. Whatever sign we have written the question. That is plus 5 plus 2 is equal to plus 7. Minus 5 plus minus 2 equal to minus 7. And if the signs are different, then find the difference and put the sign of the greater number. Okay, plus 5 plus minus 2 is equal to plus 3. The difference is 3 and put the positive sign because greater number has the positive sign. Then minus 5 plus 2 is equal to minus 3. Here we are putting the negative sign because the greater number has the negative sign. Then subtraction rule. Okay, to subtract an integer from another integer, add the additive inverse of the integer that is being subtracted to the other integer. What is that? Actually, it is very simple. Simply add the additive inverse of the second number to the first number. That is what it means. Okay. For that, we should know what is additive inverse. Additive inverse means when two numbers added to each other gives the sum 0. Then they are called additive inverse of each other. Here look, plus 2 and minus 2. For adding plus 2 and minus 2, we are getting 0. Similarly, if it is minus 5 and plus 5, still we are getting the answer 0. Then we can say that minus 2 is the additive inverse of plus 2 and say plus 5 is the additive inverse of minus 5. Okay, so it can be if the number is plus 2, then minus 2 is the additive inverse. If the number is minus 2 with us, then plus 2 is the additive inverse. Okay, then we know that if it is plus 8, then minus 8 is the additive inverse. If minus 7, then plus 7 is the additive inverse. Okay, you understand what is the additive inverse? That means if we are adding the two numbers, then we are getting a 0, meaning the second number is the additive inverse of the first number. These are some examples, subtraction by additive inverse method. Okay, here the first question is plus 23 minus 12. Okay, so here the rule is if we are using the additive inverse method, the subtraction operation becomes addition operation, and here the sign of the second number will be changed here. That means we are writing the additive inverse of this number here. Okay, so what is the step? When we are using the additive inverse method for subtraction, we should change the sign, negative sign into positive sign, and the additive inverse of the second number is written here. Okay, then this question becomes plus 20. The first number with the sign, it is same, plus 23 itself. Here, this minus is changed to plus. That is, subtraction becomes addition. And here, the sign of the number changes to plus. Okay, then we know that what is addition rule. What is addition rule? Here, both numbers are positive. And here, the operation is addition. The subtraction operation becomes addition. Then we are using the addition rule. That is 23 plus 12 is equal to 35. And here both the numbers are the same sign. So plus 35. So the next question is minus 13 minus plus 20. Okay. Here what we have to do? This negative sign becomes positive. And what is the additive inverse of plus 20? Additive inverse of plus 20 is minus 20. Okay. So, the first number we are writing as such, minus 13, then minus becomes plus, then plus 20 becomes minus 20. That is additive inverse of the plus 20. Okay, then here look, what are the signs of the numbers? Both the numbers has the negative sign, minus 13 and minus 20. And here what is the operation? Actually, the subtraction operation becomes addition operation. In addition operation, what we have learned, if both the numbers are positive and if both numbers are negative, simply add the numbers and put the sign. And here, minus 13 plus minus 20. So, 20 plus 13 is equal to 33. Then what is the sign? It is minus. Okay. The next question is, there are more than two numbers. Okay, the operation is with more than two numbers. Here, the number is minus 13 plus 32 minus 8 minus 1. Okay, and here look, there are two subtraction operations. Minus 8. Here it is no bracket because the sign of the number is taken as positive. The operation is subtraction. Here the operation is subtraction. So we have to first replace the subtraction operation with the corresponding additive inverse. Addition operation with the additive inverse of each number. That is the better way. You can do the other way also. But I recommend this. So here write minus 13 as such. Then plus 32 is also same as the question. Then here comes the change. Minus 8 minus 1. Here the subtraction operation, we have to change it to plus 8. Okay, here I have written the question as such with the brackets in order to reduce the confusion. So this first line is same. Okay. So minus 13 plus 32 minus plus 8, it is in bracket, minus plus 1. Okay, this is the same question as the previous one. Here, in the second line, I am changing the subtraction operation as addition operation. How I have changed to minus subtraction to addition? By taking the additive inverse. Here look, plus 8 becomes minus 8. Plus 1 becomes minus 1. Okay. So, the question becomes minus 13 plus 32 plus minus 8 plus minus 1. Okay, simply change the subtraction operation as additive operation along with the additive inverse of that number. Okay, then here either you can do from left to right by first adding, subtract, something like that, or the better way to add the same signed numbers. That is here minus 13, minus 8, minus 1. All these numbers has a negative sign and here only one number has positive sign. So what I have done is minus 13 plus minus 8 plus minus 1. We know that if the numbers has the same sign, simply add the numbers and put the negative sign. So here minus 13 plus 8 plus, sorry, not minus 13, 13 plus 8 plus 1 is equal to 22. And what is the sign? It is negative. Then here only one positive number, so write it as plus 32. Then minus 22 plus 32. Here this is the addition operation with the numbers with different sign, plus 32 and minus 22. So what we have to do? If there are two numbers with a different sign and the addition operation, what we are doing is we are taking the difference between the numbers 32 and 22, it is 10, and taking the sign of the greater number, that is positive here. So plus 10 is the answer. Okay, next topic is addition using number line. The first question is plus 5 plus 2 equal to plus 7. In this, we have to represent the first number plus 5 in this number line. That is, this is the point on the number line. Then we are adding 2. That means if you are adding positive 2, always move forward. If we are adding negative 2, we are moving backward. So here it is positive 2, so plus 1 plus 2. So this is the answer, plus 7. Okay. The next question is minus 5 minus 2 equal to minus 7. So what we have to do is we should represent the first number minus 5 on the number line first. Then minus 2. That means we are moving backward from minus 5. So 1 point, then 2 point. The next is plus 5 plus minus 2. For that, mark the point plus 5 over here. Then minus 2. We are adding minus 2, so we are moving backward 2 places. So minus 3 is the, plus 3 is the answer. The next one is minus 5 plus 2. So represent the minus 5 on the point number line first. Then plus 2, meaning we are moving forward. So minus 3 is the answer. The next is subtraction using number line. So here it is plus 5 minus plus 2. Okay. Here what we have to do is better use the additive inverse, that is minus 5 plus, what is the additive inverse of plus 2? That is minus 2. Okay. So mark the point minus 5 on the number line. Then we have already known that when we are adding minus 2 moving backward and adding plus 2 moving forward. So here it is minus 5, plus 5 this is not the representation, plus 5 over here. Okay, plus 5 plus minus 2. So minus 2 meaning we are moving backward. So 3 is the point, plus 3 is the point. The next is minus 5 minus minus 2. So minus 5 here. And what is additive inverse of minus 2? It is plus 2. And here's subtraction operation becomes addition. So we are adding plus 2, meaning moving forward. Okay, so answer is minus 3. Then next is plus 5 minus minus 2. So first mark the point plus 5 over here. Then subtraction become addition. What is additive inverse? It is plus 2. So add plus 2. So the answer is plus 7. Then last question is minus 5 minus plus 2. So put the minus 5 point here. Then here the subtraction operation become addition, then plus 2. The additive inverse of plus 2 is minus 2. So if we are adding minus 2, we are moving backward. So the answer is minus 7. As you have a subtraction operation, there are too much confusion. So always better to write the additive inverse method. Then rewrite the equation first. Then whenever a positive number is adding, then we are moving forward. Whenever we are adding a negative number, then moving backward. Okay. This is all about integers.
More examples will be discussed in the next videos. Thanks for watching. If you don't want to miss out the upcoming videos, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for notification. And don't forget to share this video to your friends. Bye.